Men of Israel, listen to these words. Jesus the Nazarene, a man attested to you by God with miracles and wonders and signs which God performed through him in your midst, just as you yourselves know. This man, delivered over by the predetermined plan and foreknowledge of God, you nailed to a cross by the hands of godless men and put him to death. Acts chapter 2, verses 22 and 23. Jennifer and I are not home enough to watch a lot of television. And what shows we do watch, we generally record because we're in a hurry and we can typically skip the commercials. We had some friends over this weekend and they were laughing about the new Match.com ad. So of course, we had to watch it. Basically, the devil is matched with a lady who has a number 2020. And of course, they are a perfect match. The commercial goes on to show their courtship and all of the events of 2020. There's often so much truth to be found in fiction. There's a meme going around social media, which I'm sure many of us have seen, that says something to the effect, Satan doesn't bother to hide anymore, but the world still cannot see him. It made me think of this passage in Acts, especially the parting thought, nailed to the cross by the hands of godless men. There have been many bad years in the history of this world. There have been many tumultuous decades throughout time, and there will continue to be unrest and evil in this world. We cannot lose focus on what really matters. In the midst of what you cannot control, control what you can, and that is you. That is how you respond, how you act, what you say, where you go, and how you will behave are entirely up to you. What you have put into your mind and feel in your hearts are going to be reflected in your words and your attitudes. 2 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 20. Now then, we are ambassadors of Christ, as though God were pleading through us. We implore you on Christ's behalf, be reconciled to God. We are to be ambassadors of Christ in a world that we cannot see Satan when he is in plain view. Maybe they can see us. So I ask, when people look at me, what do they see? What do I portray? Do I inadvertently continue to nail Jesus to the cross by joining the godless men and women of our time? Don't miss the forest for the trees. In a world of constant change, in a time of upheaval, I find solace in the forest where a tree simply remains a tree. So when you get a little overwhelmed or way too caught up in the drama of the world around you, I challenge you to turn off the television, take a break from social media, and simply take a hike or walk or a drive. A few years back, when we were in San Francisco, we were blessed to hike in the John Muir National Forest. He made the statement, and into the forest I go to lose my mind and find my soul. Don't miss the forest for the trees. At the end of the day, no matter what has transpired in that day, the cross is still the cross, and Jesus died on it for you and me. Every time you look at a tree, remember that. Get caught up in Jesus, the love he has for you, and spread that to a world who deeply needs it.